Peter returns, alive and well, to Harriet's immense relief and joy. A short time later, Kirk returns to Talboys to report that Brinkellow's dead body has been found buried behind a farmer's shed. Peter is confused, saying he recognizes the name Brinklow from his own mission and the man is already long dead. Udharan Chenne. Bingor is summoned to Talboys and is present as Peter explains that Alan Brinklow was shot down over the North Sea some weeks ago. His body was recovered by a British patrol boat, whose captain decided to plant some false papers on the body and send it drifting into enemy territory, hoping to mislead the enemy. The ploy worked, but the Germans decided to infiltrate an enemy agent into Britain, using Brinklow's name, as they thought the British were unaware that the real Brinklow was dead. The Brinklow, who had been living in Pagalum for the past few weeks, was actually a German spy. Bingor explains that pseudo Brinklow is unlikely to have been killed by anyone from British intelligence, as they would want any enemy agent captured alive. Kirk is at a loss for any other suspects, until Harriet suggests that the real Alan Brinklow might have had an enemy for some reason. In Brinklow's records, Peter and Harriet trace the name of a young woman, Joan Qualley, living in Northumberland. When they confront Joan's brother, an RAF pilot named Jeff, he admits that Alan was his squadmate, and that he and Joan fell in love, and she became pregnant with his child before his last mission. Officially they were told that Alan was missing and presumed dead. But then they heard rumors that an Alan Brinklow was living in Pagalum. Jeff went there to confront Alan, and forced pseudo Brinklow to meet him in private. At night, not seeing the man clearly, Jeff demanded to know what Alan was going to do about Joan. When the man responded, "Who is Joan? Udharan Chenne," Jeff went berserk and attacked him, finding himself in a fight to the death. Jeff drew a knife and tried to cut Alan's hamstrings, but accidentally cut the man's throat instead. Seeing the man in the light, Jeff saw that it was not Alan after all. So he buried the body in a panic and fled Pagalum. After repeating this story for Bingo, Superintendent Kirk, and his commanding officer, Jeff is allowed to return to duty. Bingo tells Mrs. Qualley that Jeff will not be charged with any crime, and the real Alan Brinklow acted honorably and died bravely. Mrs. Qualley, who suspected Jeff's role in pseudo Brinkellow's murder, is vastly relieved, while Joan is triumphant, vindicated in her faith in the man she loved.